friends, and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money. And today we are planning our money because we are working on our very first paycheck for the month of September. Oh boy. Well, if you haven't had a chance, you want to go check out my September monthly budget, because there was a whole big news of what changed. I got my promotion. I am excited because you know how excited I was when I was planning out my paychecks, and I was like, oh, I can't wait till October because it's a magic month. Well, it's really going to be a magic month now with the promotion. So I'm still on cloud nine, as you can tell. So let's get started and work our way over here to our weekly budget. All right, so September, so we're still working on no spend. I have to work on the moving checking account 2 to checking account 1. I'll need my husband because they're all his accounts. And then I have to gather all of our important documentation. That's going to take some time, but hopefully over the next month I'll be able to do that. So weekly budget. Oh, this pen was one of the freebies that I got from Budgets by Odge, the ones that I got, those double pocket blue envelopes that I love so much. And then I'm like, I don't have enough, and I kept buying more and more and more. So this is going to be paycheck number 1, and this happened on 9/5/2024. Okay, so let's put that in here, 9/5. Paycheck number 1, and that was $2,187.26. Oh, I love that number, and it's going to go up again. Let's see. So 2,187.26. We're going to put $2.26 into our buffer, and that will leave us with $2,185 to work with for our bi-weekly paycheck. All right, the bills is going to be electric, and that's 107. And then we have homeowners insurance. Oh my God, that reminds me, I got to pay the homeowners insurance for September. I was away, so normally I send it out that last week in August, but they usually give us until the 10th. So we will get that out into the mail. Well, today's the 6th, tomorrow's the 7th, 8th, 9th. Maybe I'll do it online. And well, let's see, 185 is the homeowners insurance. Internet, these are for October bills, by the way. This is 45 now. And then the water bill, which is going to go up in October because my daughter will be home. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. I can't wait till she comes home. So 107, 185, 45, and 60. That is $397. And let's see, we got to take 2185 minus 397. Now, that is a really nice thing. So for this paycheck, let me just finish that out. So that's 1788. I was watching a lot of YouTubers that do digital budgeting, and then they do, like, you can see their percentages. So if I remember how to do this, 2185, I think it's divided by 397. That's only 5%. Is that how that works? No, that can't be right. Let me just try to figure this out. I think it's... That's what it is. Okay. I did it backwards. It's 18%. So 18% of this paycheck is bills. That's fantastic. That's under 20%. That's under 30%, 40%. You know, you want to get to a point in your budget where you don't have as many bills and you have more savings. You gotta learn to reduce your spending. And if you can't afford it, and it's not a necessity at that time, then you have to just say no. Don't add the debt. If it's like our window, Do you know how long we've been waiting to do that window? Since before COVID. That's how long we've been waiting, because we had the money, then we didn't quite have the money, and then it was really expensive because of all the COVID prices and stuff. So there's a time to get things now. I mean, obviously, if it's an emergency, yes, you have to do it. But if you don't have to, and this is something my husband used to say to me when we were first married, do you need it? Do you have to have it, or do you want it? So it's as simple as that. And you have to be diligent with yourself that you don't keep adding debt, because you turn around and it's like you pay off one debt, but then you're picking up another debt and you're not getting anywhere. There's no traction. You're not getting anywhere, and you're still paying, like, some people are paying like 70% of their paycheck goes to debt and bills. That's terrible. You gotta turn it around. You gotta make that step and be diligent. I forget what budgeter I was watching today, and she just paid off her last credit card, which is fantastic. And it's so good to hear that. Because I know what it's like to be in debt. I know what it's like to have tons of credit card debt, and you're like, how am I going to pay for this? And yeah, trust me, I've been there, and it wasn't too long ago that I was there. All right, so we are now down to our cash envelopes for this week. We have myself, and I'm going to get 50. Hubby is going to get 50. And then gas is 50. I don't think I really need gas right at the moment. I think I still have more than a half a tank. Dining out, which I did go out, so this has already been spent. So that is $200. And we're going to take $17.88 minus our $200, and that gives us $15.88 for sinking funds, debt, and savings challenges. Okay, so sinking funds, we are going to be working on J House, which really isn't her house anymore, because she's kind of like in limbo, but we're still putting money towards it. We still have some expenses to pay for. Graduation for next year is going to be that one's going to be 50. Wedding, we're stuffing my daughter's wedding. When the time comes, I'm just preparing and getting that money aside. We were going to be saving for a lot of things. Like right now, the 3K challenge, that is for new refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher. The 10K challenge is going to be for part of a cruise, and start putting money aside for our renovation for our bathroom. So, those things, I mean, I'm still going forward. We're going to do these things. We're going to get them done, get the house back in order. I mean, not that the house is breaking down, but, things are starting to need fixing or updating. All right, car maintenance is $50. And then we have life insurance, and that's going to be $26. And then utilities, that's sewer. That's our utilities authority. It's the municipal stuff, $30. DMV is our vehicle registrations, and that's $15. And then yearly subscriptions. I feel like I'm going like super slow. $34. And then our low priority binder is going to be $135. So let's add that up. And that is $610. And then we're going to take our $15.88 minus $610, and that gives us $978. Our extra loan payment, we're just doing half, and that's going to be $118. And that's the only debt that we have right now. $978 minus $118 is $860. Okay, so for savings challenges, we're going to do our 2 months ahead binder. And that's going to be 100. And then we're going to do our 3K binder, and that's going to be 100. Then we are going to start our Save 10K challenge, and that's going to be 400. And then the rest is going into all of our different savings challenges. You're going to see I'm changing up. I'm not quite how I plan to do it. I've been trying to come up with a little bit of a schedule of how I want to stuff my challenges, because I changed the way my challenges are. Like I have certain books for like vacation. I have a book just for sinking funds. I have, like a book for bigger savings challenges, like regular savings. But I'm not sure if they should be individual videos or should I combine some of them, like the bingo challenge. Obviously, I'm going to have to combine it with something else because we're only rolling one bowl. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. So we have 100, 400, and 260, and that's going to be 860, and then 860. Whoops. Ah, my goodness. 860 from 860 is 0. So we get to put $860 into our savings challenges. That just means the world to me. Okay. All right. We need to break this down so we can take it to the bank. So you know how like I got this paper that it wouldn't bleed through? Well, this is a different type of pen. This is more like a Sharpie than it is like a regular gel pen. So I have to think about that. I might either go with a heavier paper or change my pen. But I like the way this one writes. But you know what? Maybe we will, because I don't want to mess up the next page, which is the next weekly. I'm leaving myself notes because from my unstuffing, I was able to take out for my next paycheck before it actually hits my bank, because it's sitting in my, all that unstuffing money. Because, I try to keep all the good bills. That's how we do it. That's how us budgeters do it. We rob Peter to pay Paul. Let's use this pen for this. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we got? So bills, we have, no, I had it right. Electric. Yeah, I really like the way that wrote. And that's 107. So that's 1, 5, and 2 ones. Then we have homeowners. That's 185, 150, 70, 85. And then internet is going to be 45. I can't believe my husband did that. I mean, he does. He calls all the time. He will sit there and wait on the phone. He doesn't like it, but he does it to save a few dollars. And that's going to be a 50 and a 10. And then we're going to just move down a little bit and go to cash envelopes is going to be myself, hubby. Then I have my gas, and then dining out for our cash envelopes. I did update my cash breakdown sheet. I just haven't stuck it in this binder yet, where it has the cash envelopes. I think I have one right here somewhere, because I printed out a whole bunch. That's not it. Oh, where is it? Cash breakdown. There we go. See, I just needed to add that one line, so at some point you'll see me change them in. But I figured I might as well use these that I already printed out. Why waste the paper? I mean, and I've wasted paper in the last few days. All right, so we got 50 coming to me, 50 going to hubby. Gas is going to be 50. Dining out is going to be 50. And then sinking funds, we have the J House, and that is going to be $100. So that's easy. Graduation is going to be the 50. Then we have wedding. And we're just stuffing one envelope for wedding and Japan. Japan, we're doing flights. Wedding, I think we're on bridal gown. And that's going to be 100. And then RX medical. I know I've mentioned before that the extra $100 that we're stuffing in here was supposed to be for our future medical expense. Well, I ended up having a medication. That's not right. It's supposed to be 140. One and then 220s. It's like $114. So yeah, not fun. Car maintenance. And that's with the insurance and a coupon. I guess it just happens that way. You know, it's better than paying the full price for it. Car maintenance is going to be 50. And then we have life insurance. That's just for myself. My husband's life insurance ended. And it just costs too much money. That's another thing that we're going to have to start saving for, unfortunately. Is, you know, it's kind of morbid, but it's end of life, you know, paying for a funeral and stuff like that. These are things that we're going to have to set that money aside for, so my daughter doesn't have to worry. So 25, 26. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but it's good that you do talk about it. It's the same thing like with money. You should talk to your spouse about it. You should have these conversations, because if you don't, then you're not on the same page. DMV is 15, so that's 10 and 5. And then we have yearly subscriptions. And that's going to be 34. So 20, 30, and then 4. And then low priority binder is going to be 135, and we take that in all 20s. So that is going to be, I think it's 27 times 5. Yep, 27 fives. Alrighty, extra loan is 118. So that's 1, 10, 5, and 3 ones. And then we have our savings challenges, so 2 months ahead. I had to change the sheet around that I'm looking off of. 2 months ahead is going to be $100. Yay. I'm excited about that. And we're, instead of dollar bills, since we have 100, we're going to be doing, let's see, 10 fives and then 5 tens, right? I think that's how it's going to go, because the first binder, which is 10 envelopes, you know, is the same amount. So we could just put $5 in each one. And then the last 2, I believe is, we're rolling up. What's it? Oh my goodness. The words are just not coming to me today. We're snowballing, right? Well, I went back and I was looking at that, and apparently when I was putting the money into our high yield savings account, I must have messed up somewhere. Or I didn't put the right amount of money in the bank for the right amount of categories, and I fixed it. So we technically still have 2 envelopes instead of 1 envelope in that second binder. So you'll see that when I go to stuff it. So the 3K challenge, we are doing $100, and that is just going to be $100 bill. Then we're going to do the save 10K. That is going to be $400, and that's going to be 4 $100 bills. And then our savings challenges, and this is going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. 260. So we are going to do 25 ones, 17 fives, 7 tens, and 4 20s. Because I figure this out before I even hit record, because I can't tell you how many times it took me. I was missing $5 and I couldn't find it anywhere. This is why I pre-do it on a scrap piece of paper, because I mess up so much. All right, I'm going to fast forward or flip through or just go to the end, and I'll add these all up. There we go, 2185, and that is what we're taking out of the bank. Alrighty, so that is done. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and look forward to the next video because that will be our sinking funds video for that. Have a great night, everybody. Bye, everyone.